Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. You are welcome to this program. While you are joining us, share the video, invite others to join. If you are joining us on YouTube, Judge Money Block Africa, share this video, alert others to join. You Don't forget to also subscribe to that YouTube channel. It is very, very important. If you are watching on Facebook, at Judge Money Blog Official or at Judge Money Blog /TV, share this video, follow the page. Let us continue. So, great Biafrans all over the world, I have come again to continue this exposition, this analyzing the activities of the enemies of this movement. I have come again to actually to expose those whom you believe that they are with you, but they are the most important thing you need to understand is that they are not with you. They are actually against you. It is very, very important that we do not relent. We do not, give up or leave any loopholes for the enemy to come in. We will continue to investigate and follow up with the enemy every step of the way, everything they bring on, but whatever they speak, we will bring it to you and we will tell you exactly what it means. Now, of course, you know our upcoming protest is coming up, is coming, that is going to happen in Liverpool. You know it is going to happen in Liverpool. And as we are planning, the enemies, they are also planning against our people who are going to Liverpool. Now, there is a special exposition that I have to make because there are so many infiltrators that are in so many of our IPOB families across Europe, across other places, but the ones we discover, we bring it to the table. It is very, very important. I want you to understand that there are people who are behaving as if they are with you, even those whom you believe they have a significant position in IPOB. They are the ones taking the information out there to the enemy. First of all, I have to start this way. But before we proceed to this exposition, I want you to share the video and let me in. Very, very important. Share the video and let me in. Before we go there, let us actually remind the world something before we go.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British national and political activist who was traveling on a British passport when he was kidnapped and tortured in Kenya for 8 days by Kenyan and Nigerian government-sponsored criminals. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned to Nigeria on a government-chartered flight without extradition process. Nigerian government continues to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu captive under severe torture, treating him worse than a condemned criminal. In spite of all the protests around the world, condemning extraordinary rendition of this great eloquent political activist and demanding for his release, Boris Johnson's British government continues to do nothing and says nothing to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is a British citizen and who is being tortured to death by the Islamist fundamentalist-controlled government of Nigeria. The questions now are, What does Boris Johnson's British government know about the planned kidnapping, torture, and rendition of this British citizen in the hands of the Islamist fundamentalist-controlled Nigerian government? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is neither a criminal nor a wanted person in the civilized world. Why is Boris Johnson's British government romanticizing with this Islamist fundamentalist-controlled Nigerian government who are sponsoring terrorism around the world? Why is the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Miss Katrina Leary, romanticizing, holding hands and taking photos with the terrorists who are holding her own British citizen captive unlawfully? If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is to be a white British citizen, would he be abandoned to die in a foreign country for committing no crime? The answer is no. For asking for the freedom of Biafran people in Nigeria, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime known to law. For practicing Judaism, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime known to law. Calling on the world leaders to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now to avoid the dire consequences if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is killed by the Nigerian government and her accomplices. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. Let Biafra go. What the Almighty God cannot do does not exist. This message is supported by the human rights activists.
Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. That is exactly where we are still at. So great Biafrans all over the world, welcome to this program, and share the video, follow the page, subscribe to the YouTube, like the video for the algorithm to continue to do the sharing. Now, first of all, we are going to kick off this way. Of course, you know, in Liverpool, we have IPOB families in Liverpool. And it is in Liverpool that our march is going to take place in a very short distance, in a very short time, when we are going to be going on a protest. So it is very important. There is somebody whom I've been following from Twitter, because there is something important you need to understand. If anybody whom my heart tells me that this person, I should follow you up, I will follow you up, and anything that you are doing, I will unmask you. Finally, there is somebody, before we go there, we have many areas to talk about. We are going to be talking about the ODEAL of IFEANYI once more. We are going to be talking about the Eberima, Simon Ekpa, who said that the Nigeria politicians or Biafran politicians, they are now no longer his enemy. Of course, you remember my broadcast 2 days ago. We will continue to make the enemy to confess. You remember my broadcast 2 days ago. If you don't remember it, there is no other broadcast that is on top of it. It is that one before this one. You will go and listen to it thoroughly, where you will see Asare Dokubo having a gun in front of that, the picture in front of the broadcast. So from there, you will understand what I am talking about. I told you I will continue to lead him on. I will continue to send a message and he will continue to react to it. Now, I want to talk about it as well. We are also going to be talking about those who mask themselves, who are autopilot, masking themselves as if they are the members of the family. We are going to unmask them this evening. And I will tell you the name of this person because I've been following this person from Twitter. I've been following him from Twitter. Now, first of all, I want you to understand that every enemy of IPOB, whether you are using a fake account, whether you are using your real account with no picture or whatever, we are going to unmask you one after another. There is this guy. He is one of officers in Liverpool. But before I go there to expose him, let me actually bring to you the reason why I started actually monitoring this guy and following him up. Let me bring it to you on the screen. I want you to read this Twitter that I am going to post in front of your screen. I want you to read it. If you will be able to see it, you read it out. And you will see the name of the person who is making the tweet. The name of the person making the tweet is called Nzubechuku Simeon. Nzubechuku Simeon. You know, there are things you will write on Twitter, on comment section. If I see it that it is time for you to be unmasked, we will do it. We will unmask you. So now, it is time to unmask who is Nzubechuku Simeon. It is time to unmask him. You read what he wrote in that Twitter page. He wrote, "This is exactly what happened to those criminals, DOS career agitators, and their IRAT agents of darkness." Then in bracket, he said, "Chicken, Edoziem, Chinasa Abbas Mohammed, Bedbugs, etc., etc. in bracket, that are fighting Mazi Simeon or Simon Epa, the spiritual son of his leader, and their report, Chai Alomere." And he said he showed a picture or illustrated where someone is being carried out. That is exactly what he placed there. So now, this person you see here, he's been tormenting the leadership. He's been writing junk against the leadership with this fake Twitter account. In real life, he is acting as if he is with the leadership. And I know that this person that I am talking about, maybe he is watching. It is quite unfortunate that we are not live on Twitter. It is quite unfortunate. But I believe if he's not going to watch, I believe someone that knows him by the time I am done unmasking whom he is. I am going to show you how he also did an addendum to his name after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was, kidnapped. The same way that his master did his own. Now, let me tell you, this Nzubechuku that is called Nzubechuku Simeon, I want you to pay attention to this name that I am going to call. Nzubechuku Simeon, his real name happens to be, I will not bring it to your screen, but I am going to call it, then you go and do your findings. I will call that name, you do your findings. His real name, because I've been following this Nzubechuku Simeon account, there is another account he's also using. He has more than 2 Twitter page accounts, which I followed one of them. That is what led me to where I found whom he is. His name is Ernest Obabi. His name is Ernest Obabi. Of course, so many of you might recognize him by that name, Ernest Okabi. Ernest Okabi. He was Ernest Okabi, and he later added, I don't know why. If Simon added Njoku, this Ernest Okabi added Njoku to his name, because I saw when there was this addendum was added to one of his accounts, one of his social media handle. It was before Ernest Okabi. Later, he added Njoku to his name. Reason best known to him. But this Ernest Okabi, I did all my findings. I tried to find out where is this Ernest Okabi. Where I am finding Ernest Okabi is in Liverpool. He's in Liverpool. He is one of the family members in Liverpool. And I did some, actually more investigation towards it to find out exactly this guy, why is he fighting the leadership, even though acting as if he's still working under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Why is he two-faced? Why is he playing a double role, agent role? I came to find out that those are part of those who are fighting tirelessly to destroy this movement, to make sure that this movement does not stand as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, as after they have betrayed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Now, I want you to see the reason why. So many of you will remember when the master of Ernest Okabi, who is acting as if he is one of the members of the family, he is the one taking all the information, giving it to the infiltrators today. And you still believe that he is member of the family and that he is still loyal to the family. Now, I want you to remember this, because when I found out that this Njoku, Njoku, or whatever he called his name, Nzubechukwu Simeon on Twitter, has a link with our IPOB family in Liverpool, that's when I began to bring and start connecting the dots. And I found out he's been giving Simon Ekpa information about things that is going to happen in IPOB. I hope you remember when Simon Ekpa said during the time he was announcing his so-called government in exile. I hope you remember that I did exposition when he was announcing government in exile. After that, you never heard about government in exile ever again, because I sent that one to its grave. Of course, after tonight, because he is emotional, just like his colleague Asare Dokubo. As I am saying it this evening, he will remind you again in few days' time. Now, after sending that his bogus government in exile, which he was planning with Owazurike and co, after sending it to sleep, during that time, he told you that, let me read it out. This poster in front of my screen, it says, Liverpool is a city in the United Kingdom. The Biafra government in exile coming on board the IPOB autopilot for the restoration of Biafra by 2023. I see something big happening in Liverpool very soon. What could this be? What could this thing be? Of course, he writes the way he speaks. God is still speaking. I want to see this very fast. I hope you are paying attention. So after all my dotting the I's and finding the missing needles, I find out and I discovered that this Ernest, so-called Ernest, is the one giving Simon Ekpa, you know, the information that you have in Liverpool family. Ernest Njoku. Please, somebody that knows that name, confirm to me that this Ernest Njoku is part of Liverpool family. Anybody that is under the influence of my voice, you can write it on the comment section. Confirm to me that this Ernest, that this guy that I talked about is part of the Liverpool family. His real name is Ernest Okabi. Ernest Okabi. His fake name on Twitter is Nzubechukwu Simeon. And he added even Njoku to his name. He added Njoku. Ernest Okabi Njoku is a part of the Liverpool family. Please, somebody that knows him can confirm to me so that I will know that my investigation is in line with what I am saying. If you want the comment section, comment there. Let me see where I am watching. I am seeing from YouTube. For those who are watching on YouTube, confirm for me that this Ernest Okabi Njoku is a member of Liverpool family. As we proceed, let me check the comment box and see if there is any confirmation yet, because I want to be sure. I want to make sure that all my findings, my follow-ups, they are in line. I don't want to make any mistake. I do not want to make any mistake. So let me see where I'm watching it. I don't know those who are watching from Judge Money Official. Okay. Okay. Now let's check at Judge Money Blog TV. Is it there? I will see it faster on social on. Okay. I don't see the comment yet. Let me check Judge Money Blog. I need to see that comment. It is very, very important to me so that I will be able to tell you the rest of the things that I want to say here. Okay, somebody said that I know him very well. He is part of IPOB in Liverpool leadership. Wow, I know him as genuine member. Are you sure? Somebody said, am I sure? If I am not sure, am I part of IPOB leadership? Somebody said, am I sure? His name, her name is the person who said, if I am sure. Are you part of us? Okay, Chuku. If I am not sure, am I part of IPOB leadership in Liverpool or IPOB family in Liverpool? If I am not sure, how did I go from where I am to Liverpool to discover this guy? Ernest Okabi. In fact, let me tell you the position he is occupying in Liverpool, since you are asking me if I am sure. He is in finance. He is in finance. I couldn't believe it. He is in finance. He is the one feeding our information to the autopilot. He is the one using fake account, threatening Tina Sanworu on Twitter. He is the one using fake account, writing junk about IPOB family on Twitter. He is the one. So when you ask me if I am sure, I want you to know that for me to tell you that this guy is in Liverpool, it means that I followed him up correctly. I followed him up. I've been warning those who are writing junk, except if I don't have time for you. When I have time for you, I will unmask you. All of you, you are claiming that you are part of this family, you are with this family, but you are a criminal. You are even a coward to actually come out like your master to say you are fighting IPOB. He is in finance department in Liverpool. And secondly, the reason why Simon wrote that junk during the time he was talking about government in exile, he talked about Liverpool. It was the information about this match that was going to take place in Liverpool. He called it, he saw something big happening in Liverpool. That is the reason why he continued to brag that even your mother or your wife will give him information about you, because of those infiltrators who are still laying low, acting as if they are with the leadership or they are with the structure without you knowing that these guys are indeed criminals. Ernest Njoku, he is autopilot. He is in finance department in Liverpool. He is the one who told Eberima that there will be a massive protest in Liverpool. That is the reason why Eberima start giving you prophecy that he saw something big in Liverpool. And they were planning to see if they will work with the British, with the immigration in Liverpool, with British government. Of course, British government is against everything that we are doing in this movement. And when I continue to tell you there is a Western agenda that is behind these autopilot activities, so many of you might think I'm bluffing. And that is the reason why most of the investigation that I do, I don't have to come and announce it that I am doing this investigation until I confirm this investigation. I want you to know that the Western agenda I continue to talk about, it is there. It is there. This guy who is called Ernest for Barbie, they are actually planning to, they are trying everything they can to see on that day of that protest whom they are going to find a way to repatriate back to Nigeria. That is their plan. That is one thing they are planning right now. Just like, they believe they get to know what we are doing. The most important thing is that messages that chat you have in secret, it can be unmasked. Those conversations you have in secret, it can be unmasked. They are trying to find out if the leadership are going to come to the Liverpool. The same reason why they continue to sell these lies that Tina Samoru is Mohammed Abbas, so that if eventually he will come to Liverpool, they will see how they will use immigration in Liverpool to actually see if they will be able to frustrate him. That is their plan. But the most important thing, something they do not know, is that they are in Western world. Somebody who is documented. It does not work that easy. You can't just manipulate things. You are not in the zoo. You are not in the zoo. So that is the reason why all these things they were discussing in their secret. I want to tell you all these plans that they are planning. And the worst part of it is that this person is insider. He is always bringing himself as insider, as a loyal insider. And they are doing everything they want to do in order to sabotage. Imagine the names he called China Samoru. Imagine the name he called Chike Doziem. But these are the people who are supposed to be working with the leadership that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu put in place. Can you imagine that type of sellout? Those who are not actually aware of what I am saying, if you have any family member in Liverpool, call them, confirm that if this guy is a member of the only thing that will confirm to you what I am talking about. He does not know me, but his write-up on Twitter caught my attention. His write-up on Twitter caught my attention. The same way the day this the so-called Ijele, he came to my platform, he wrote junk with a faceless, a fake account, faceless with no profile picture. And I came there, I responded to him. I called his name. He started panicking, writing so many junk. He started writing so many junk that he arrested Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He said that they are satellite, or he called it what they use to discover people, because I told him I know your location, I know where you are. So, but I'm not actually interested in your location for now. So he started chickening out. He started chickening out. That's when he later said he will bring down my page because I unmasked him. He never saw it coming. The same way I will unmask all those criminals one after another. So it is very, very important that IPOB family in Liverpool, you continue to follow that guy up. At least I was, you know, you are fortunate to have his details, and you are fortunate as well to have his, that Twitter. If all of you, if he does not bring that Twitter, platform down before we finish the one Nzubechukwu Simeon, you will see it, you follow it up, then you will understand more to what I am talking about. It is very, very important. Those who are going to Liverpool, make sure that you are in order when you are going there, because the autopilot, the big thing that they're claiming that is going to happen in Liverpool, it is their plans with the British corrupt individuals in their immigration, to see how they are going to, jeopardize the lives of some of you. Because so many of you believe that there are no corrupt individuals in this Europe. You don't know that there are, but be very careful as you are there. Make sure you are in order. Make sure you are in communication with everyone that comes with you, so that you will not fall into the trap of these criminals in the autopilot who are, planning, because that's why they want to say they have the government in exile, so that they will start using it to sabotage people. Are you hearing about the government in exile anymore after I debunk it? Because whichever one I debunk, you put it to sleep. You will never hear it again until I brag about it again, just like this. You will begin to hear it again, maybe, or they will remind you again, because that's how we play. We play the game that they are bringing to the table. We'll fish them out, and they will come talking. Very, very important. So this is where I am going to leave this path of this guy who is claiming that he is with you. This is where I am going to leave that path. Now, of course, you have known exactly what this guy mean when he claimed that there is big thing he is seeing in Liverpool, claiming that his God is still speaking. Now, the most important thing I want to ask some of you who are still following the autopilot blindly, I want to ask you, I want to now start reflecting on all these promises that this guy made to you. Number one, Simon Eber said that after 7 days, Nelly will confess or he should go mad. Where is Nelly today? Where is confession today? Nowhere to be found. Where is Nelly going mad? Nowhere to be found. So these are the way this guy will continue to lie, the way this guy will continue to deceive you, the way this guy will continue to manipulate you. This is how. So you will begin to find out that every promises he made to you, how many of them have come to pass? He told you that 16th something will happen. What did they do? Nothing happened. The only thing that happened, the attack on IFEANYI, which is part of the exposition that I am going to make. But I want to bring it and analyze it while I am playing the evidence to you from his mouth. Now, all this are, promises that he keep giving to you. How many of them have come to pass? Has he ever, delivered from all the empty promises he's been giving to you? The answer is no. He never delivered anything, but he continued to give you these promises. He continued to give you these high hopes. At the end of the day, nothing is being done. Now, I want you to now pay attention to this. I want you to now pay attention to this. The most important thing is that even this guy called Ernest, that I talk about, I will actually bring up so many people who are in that vicinity that I have also discovered their activities and their atrocities. I will name them. I will bring out their names. Before the end of this program, I am going to bring out the names of those who are with him. And I am going to tell you these names they are using on Twitter. And all these names that they are using on Twitter, I am going to unmask them one after the other. All this name that guy I mentioned, I will bring all his Twitter account, because there is something they do not know. They don't know that they create this one, create another one, create another one. They don't know that creating all this account, one will lead you to all. That's something they do not know, but I am going to actually mention the name of all of them and in the beginning of this program. So let me, give this somebody. Please, what you go do? You see all these names here. Compile them for me. Just compile them, type them out. All this screen grab, write it up. Then I will be able to pick it up and I will I will use it now. So, yeah. So very, very important that we unmask all of them so that they will know that we are not playing games. What we are doing, we are very, very serious. Very, very serious, that they will be shocked to know that we are many steps ahead of them. So now let us go to this broadcast of this guy in Finland. Let us go to this broadcast before we proceed. I want you to pay attention to this. Pay very good attention. Let us do analysis, because the only thing that I have discovered about this guy called Simon Epa is that when he comes, the reason why I started from the beginning to bring up his video, to use it to actually tell you what he's up to use it to tell you exactly what he's planning, to use it to tell you exactly what he is saying. It is for you to understand that there are many things that he is telling you that you are not understanding. If you see everything that he does, the reason why I continue to bring it out, especially the things that are very sensitive against our people, and don't forget, this guy is from Akwa Ibom, coastal region of Biafra. The same way Asare Dokubo from coastal region of Biafra. These are the people that was hired to continue to oppress Ndi Igbo, to continue to oppress Igbo Biafran, Igbo speaking Biafra lands, so that the people there that we are fighting to save and not to kill will continue to denounce Biafra and say, if it is how Biafra it is going to be, I'd rather be in Nigeria. That is the primary agenda of these agendists who contacted these people and make them to continue to fight our people in the name of Biafra struggle. Now let us hear this video. Pay a very good attention to this video.
From Biafra land, because nobody from Biafra land is our enemy from today. From today going forward, no politician in Biafra land is our enemy. The number one enemy we have is the Nigeria establishment. So when we will get to Biafra, we are going to settle whichever problem we have with any politician from Biafra land. So from tonight, we will not waste our time talking about any politician. Be you who. Respect this particular directive and let us pretend as if no politician exists in Biafra land.
Now, I want you to now understand the hidden words behind this. The hidden words behind this. Remember, he said that on the 15th of August, that something will happen in Biafra land. The only thing that happened in Biafra land after 15th of August was an attack on IFEANYI by a politician. And that attack on IFEANYI is raising a lot of questions. Even his fellow autopilot, I was asking questions. Like this guy called Umuiyo, that guy called who always talk about Umuiyo, he made a broadcast, asking who want to kill IFEANYI, but he's a member of autopilot. He's promoting autopilot. For you to see the amount of hypocrisy in our people, amount of hypocrisy. Now, Simon now said, after I told you 2 days ago that these people, the only reason why him and Asare Dokubo, and of course you hear Uwazurike, is not even supporting any politician from, his Igbo extraction. Rather, he went to somewhere else to support. I don't know if he was supporting Yaya Bello, and Asare Dokubo supports, who is it? What is Asare Dokubo supporting? He said it's Tinubu. Asare Dokubo is supporting Tinubu. Now, another one, Eberima in Finland, because none of them, one of them is trying to attract in order to see whom he will start supporting. His support comes constructively. When he tell you there is no election in Biafra land, you should know that in the other opposition parties that he is supporting one of them. So that when he does not have an election in Biafra land, just like or I told you that from Anambra state election, he demanded 1 billion from APC-led candidate. Let him come and lie. Let him come and challenge it. He demanded 1 billion from APC-led candidate to boycott Anambra State election. That is exactly what happened. When it didn't work, he came to tell you that that same APC-led candidate is the one, after fighting Soludo, he came to tell you that the APC-led government is the one who is causing insecurity in Biafra land. That was the thing, and that was how the dog got to come out. So now I want you to understand, Asare Dokubo support Tinubu, who was Rika support Yaya Bello. I don't know why, if he's still supporting him. And Simon is supporting someone constructively because he cannot come out like the other ones, because he knows that he is the one in the front line who is the real infiltrator, that he need to be low, he need to be constructive so that those that he is fooling, constructively dividing the movement, constructively making people to lose hope on the movement, especially people from Igbo extraction, will not buy his story if he has to be, open like those his masters or his senior men that place him where he is today. Now, he does not have a choice than to tell you there will be no election in Biafra land, so that if there is no election in Biafra land, if indeed there will be election in 2023, Peter Obi's vote from Biafra land is removed. Tinubu's will now probably boycott, or actually no, rig the election, and they will tell Peter Obi, your people say there is no election in Biafra land, so we win because your people did not vote. This is where he is heading to, that so many of you does not know. He is an agent. He is an agent, double agent. Either Peter Obi or Atiku, whichever one Fulani want them to be there, will use this as an excuse to come up. Now I want you to understand. You see, we are not politicians. I am not supporting any politician. What I am telling you is the reality of what is playing out. Not supporting any politician, like I told you. Peter Obi is not what is going to save us. None of them, likewise Tinubu or Atiku, they are our doom. Peter Obi is there because Britain want to use him to confuse the narrative. But trying to block him from going and trying is not the best way. Now somebody is doing his own business in the name that is using Biafra name to boycott election in Biafra land. This election he is planning to boycott in Biafra land. Now ask me which Biafra land is talking about. Only Igbo speaking Biafra land, because every atrocities that this guy from Akwa Ibom want to do, which is Simon Epa, want to do, he want to do it in Igbo speaking Biafra nation. Why? Because once he boycott it in Igbo speaking Biafra nation, Britain will say that even your people did not support you. Even your people did not support you. Now, it is all obvious that your people does not want any good thing to come to them, which it is exactly what they want to use to confuse the narrative, because they want to do everything so that fault will come from your people, and they will now use it to justify their criminal action, which they are planning come 2023, because we have told you Nigeria is shaking. 2023 is a time of uncertainty. Many things will happen. We don't want to actually, be in between anything that they are planning to do there, because we will just keep our eyes open, watching them. At the end of the day, what we want is Biafra or nothing. We do not want Igbo presidency. Whether they get Igbo presidency or not, agitation will continue until Biafra come. Whether they did not get Igbo presidency or nothing, agitation will continue until Biafra will come 2023. This is the time they want to utilize it to destroy Biafra struggle. That come 2023. They want to use it to destroy Biafra struggle. That's why they continue to tell you 2023. So that you will even give them enough money. And they will tell you, screw you, when the time comes. Because this is part of the promises. How many of the promises he ever made to you that came to fulfillment? Absolutely none. He just ran on the social media. He go and keep quiet. Now, getting to the video that I just played now, he said that the politicians are no longer his enemy. The politicians are no longer his enemy. If you will understand it, like I said, what happened to IFEANYI is as a result of autopilot activities. And what he is saying there is now leading you to the real truth. I want you to listen to that video. There are many things he said there, but him telling you that politicians in Biafra land are no longer our enemy, they are no longer his enemy, or his they will pay for their crime when Biafra comes. I know that so many of you know that it could be that the Biafra politicians have, given him money. But what I come with is the reality of what is going on. The reality of what is going on. What he is trying to do right now. It is, just like I have exposed him, that his attack is on Igbo people. Be it Igbo politicians, be it Igbo Biafrans, that is where his attack is on. Now he wants to continue to kill those whom he will be able to kill with his criminal gangs. Which is, when he go and kill anybody, like IFEANYI they try to kill, his action to justify, we say that the politicians are no longer our enemy. Now, I want you to know, killing politicians is not going to give us Biafra. Killing anybody is not going to give us Biafra. It is not. The only thing that is going to give us Biafra, it is truth and honesty, love for one another, love for our people, because we are fighting to protect them and not to kill them. Now, he wants to now use this time that he has to start killing the politicians, so that he will claim that the autopilot said that the politicians are no longer their problem. I know that you have your own opinion towards it, but the reality of it is what I am telling you here. Pay very good attention to that video. Let us actually analyze it together, because you have a different opinion, just like you are hearing from me right now.
Tonight. They are not our enemies, and we will regard them as not our enemies from this evening. I want all of you to understand that the liberation of Biafra continue to enter from face to face, from step to step. and we will continue to deliver our land to Biafra freedom. Like I said, those who want to ask me questions, don't ask questions about the comment I've just made now. Do not ask questions about any politician from Biafra land. Just like I said many days ago, many weeks ago, you follow instruction. You follow instruction, follow directives, and let us continue to march forward. And for somebody is asking, why would I make such comment? Are you ready to do something to anybody? Is it you that is going to fight our enemy? Are you the one who is going to fight our enemy? The time when we come to social media and start ranting is over.
Wow. The time when he comes to social media and start ranting is over. Did you pay attention? So which means all this time he's been collecting your money, he was ranting. All this time he wanted $10,000, it was ranting. All this time he wanted warplane to go to war, it was ranting. All this time he gave you 15th, it was ranting. All this date that is been giving you, ranting. Now he is now changing the formation of deceit. He is now changing the format of how he will continue to fluke you, to make you a fool of the century. He's now telling you the time to come to social media and rant is over. Now, if eventually they start whatever he is planning, because his target is that these politicians are using those criminals that are working with him to kill one another. Politicians are using those criminals to kill one another. Any opposition party, you might even find out that a politician in Yoruba land will not like a politician in Biafra land, and they will give these people a serious assignment to gun him down. They will. And now, because he claimed he been wanting to start armed struggle for the sake of this thing, now because he has like 10 men, 10, the one I showed you, or 11, the one I showed you the 2 days ago, carrying gun. So he want to now use them to do the bidding of these politicians, to kill another politician. The reason why he is telling you that you cannot kill, they are no longer your enemy, because he knows that it will not be so long if he continue to talk about them in social media, and then they will find out and they will look for him. Now, that is the reason why he is acting up. But believe you me, it is the plan of those to continue to eliminate people in Igbo-speaking Biafra land, both to the politicians, and they will continue to blame it on IPOB. Because everything they say, the easy way out is IPOB. IPOB. That is exactly what is going on here. Easy way out is IPOB. But I am calling on all these people who matters in the issue that I am discussing. Not that you matter in the life of our people. You matter for your life in the issue that I am discussing. Be it politician, to understand that any politician that is attacked in Biafra land, you should know there is another politician who is using autopilot to attack you guys. We are not there to attack anybody or to kill anybody, but those who deserve to go to judgment will go to judgment, because he who kill by sword will surely die by sword. So I want you guys to pay attention as we continue to play this video. We are here to save our people, not to kill them. Those politicians who believe that they are in power to use it to oppress our people, they will pay for their crime either in ICC when the people who are complicit in the position in ICC are removed. We will continue. Pay attention.
Biafra liberation is not on social media. Social media is where we pass information to create awareness for what you should know. Why we are fighting for Biafra and why Biafra will come. Every other thing that how Biafra is going to be restored, it is not meant for social media. So from tonight, nobody, politician in Biafra land is our enemy. I want you people to understand that sometimes when you see somebody who is sleeping with your wife, you enter your home and you see a man, probably your best friend, sleeping with your wife. And instead of your friend to start pulling his guns and machete to start butchering both of them, having caught you red-handed on his matrimonial home, instead of that man to carry gun and machete and start killing both of you, he will go and start making coffee and making tea and serve you the tea. He will go and make food. He will tell you, oh, both of you are having sex. Wow, what a wonderful day. Continue to have this sex. You are not my enemy, and I don't have problem with that. This husband will go to the kitchen, prepare very nice food, while you both of you will be sweating in the bedroom. I want you to know that you are not going to eat that food. You will not. Right? So, but sometimes you don't know what is in the man's mind. The man may be, okay. I have come across videos where in this comedy, these comedies they do in Nigeria. I have come across those comedies where somebody will come. I like you. I did this. You girl, I watched a video one time where somebody approached a woman in the park, and the guy wanted to say something. The woman said, "Oh, what do you want? If you want to, just let us go." The guy was like, just like that. So the guy began to panic. I want to talk to you. You are telling me let us go home and do this and do that. Lion doesn't eat dead animal. Lion doesn't eat dead animal. Or eagle doesn't eat dead animal. They want to hunt the animal they will eat. They don't eat dead animals. They want to eat. They want to hunt. And they will eat the animals they kill by themselves. So when you as a man, I was watching that comedy, and then the guy was surprised. So just like that, The woman says, yes, just like that. Let us go home. Why are you coming here to do this? I don't have time to waste time to start talking to me. Let us go and let me give you what you want. The man was very surprised. And they went. Then after that, he was still panicking. What is this girl doing? Sometimes it doesn't go the way you think. So when a man catch you and his wife, and he's going to make food, sometimes the food can be real. The food doesn't mean that the man has put poison in it. But because you know what you have done, you will be running away from the food. because you know you have done a very bad thing to that man, that the man could even take your life. But when you make the food and serve you, you don't want to eat it. So from tonight, nobody is our enemy from Biafra land. No politician is our enemy. Our number one enemy is the Nigeria establishment, the Nigeria state. If you take the life of your own, is it going to give you Biafra? No.
Wow.
If you go and take life of a politician, is it going to give you Biafra? No.
Wow.
We know what is going.
Pay attention. The reason why I am leaving this to run, I want you to pay very good attention. Because after beating around the bush, he will still come to land where you will actually understand what I am saying. That's why I'm allowing it to roll, so that we don't take long. We will be giving a conclusive analysis. When he lands where I want him to land, I will also remind you. But if you pay attention, you will understand it yourself. This is actually trying to tell you that your money has bought him few criminals on the ground. That any politician who wants anything to be enforced, they should contact him, that he is equal to the task. If you want any politician to be brought down, where he is available, that's exactly the message he is sending, in case if you are not aware. So that when he does it, when he do not have the, when he didn't have anything ranting on social media, when he have those nuisance, those who are constituting nuisance, he was just ranting. But now, if they could shoot IFEANYI, if they could dislodge IFEANYI security, it means that they are getting there with the armed struggle that he's been planning. Now, he wants to now bring it constructively, because all these lies he's been telling you all this time, it is all about you funding his armed struggle. That is all about it. All the lies, all these things he come to tell you. Tomorrow he will give you Biafra. Next tomorrow he will give you Biafra. To this tomorrow there will be sit at home. It will be enforced, this thing. That will be enforced. Only in 5 states. You will know that this is a contracted agent to disorganize Biafra land speaking Igbo. Igbo speaking Biafra land. That is it. And I said this from the beginning. Find out where this guy come from. And now we found out where exactly he come from. It is very, very important that you now put together and understand his agenda, his plans, his activities. It is very important. So continue to listen to this video. You will hear it yourself from that same video.
To give us Biafra. We know, and we are following it. So please, this is a very important announcement I have made this evening to the listeners and to the Biafra people that we are getting to a different phase of this struggle. And from tonight, we do not have enemies. We know that we have problems. We know that we have disagreements. We know that we have a lot of things. We don't have a lot of things in common. But we don't have any enemy. We know that their hands are tied. We know that some of them are corrupt. We know that some of the positions they have taken today is because Nigeria compelled them to take such position. So don't think that we are fighting against any politician, against any governor, including those who are killing us. We know how to handle them. So we don't have any enemy. Our enemy now is the Nigeria establishment. And I want to tell you one thing.
He claimed that he knows how to handle them. He does not have any enemy, including those who are killing you. Including those who are killing you. And he claimed that he knows how to handle them. It is only two things that are involved here in this statement he made. We know how to handle them. It is either you are not bringing enough money now. You are no longer bringing enough money now. Including those who are killing you. But the last time he came to tell you that all of them who are killing Biafrans and all these politicians and all of them, they are beginning to respond to them. They are beginning to retaliate. They are beginning to do this. And this time around, he's now telling you now, they are no longer the enemy. He does not have an enemy anymore, including those killing you. Use your sense, use your tongue to count your teeth. So many of you will say, the politicians, they have given him money. Why are you just realizing politicians have given him money? Even if you say politicians have given him money, remember that what they practice in Nigeria is partisan politicking. There is no way all of them will agree with each other at once. So, you cannot say politicians has been giving him money individually. They have been giving them money individually to carry out their partisan plan. So when you say politicians have given him money, you are actually quoting what he is saying here out of context. This is the time now. He wants those criminals that he is giving your money. Let me be honest with you. Those criminals, he does not have what it takes to start his own armed struggle. Simon Ekpa does not have his own armed struggle, which he's been what he's planning on doing. He went to ESN to see whom he will steal from there to start it. He didn't succeed. He now went to Biafra National Guard and National League. Now he convinced some of these armed people, criminals in them, that we will start Abateke. We will, whatever we get, we divide. Using the money you are giving him, claiming that he has united all the armed group, which is a lie. He just starts with whatever we get, we share it. Whatever we get, we share it. But you people will be there for a very important purpose. Any politician that is contracted to be attacked, you people will do it, and the money we will share it.
So when he talk about politician, you will know that anytime you hear any politician is attacked, you should understand that this is what the agendas have told him to attack. Whichever opposition politician has told him, or has given them money to do. So first of all, they told him to come and act as if he is no longer going to be using those criminals he is in alliance with now to fight, to attack politicians, so that when he does it, it will not trace back to him and others, because they know that if they catch him, he will confess those whom send him, and you will be surprised it is your opposition politician who sent him. Remember, it is partisan politics that they are playing in Nigeria. Partisan. So there is no way all the politicians will contact him once. Are you paying attention? So that will now analyze to you what I am saying. I know that if I want to sell a propaganda, I will tell you that politicians have contacted him and given him money. But we don't do propaganda in this place. We give you the reality of life. We give you the reality of any exposition analysis we are making, or expository analysis we are making. We give you a reality of it, not to come and sugarcoat it so that you may like it or you may buy it. No, we don't do it that you may buy it. We bring reality so that when it plays, you will remember. Judge Money told you. What brought to this constructive ways of doing things now was the broadcast exposition I made 2 days ago of Asare Dokubo. That is what brought about it. I want you to continue, follow my exposition, continue to follow it. When you follow it, whenever this guy comes online, hear from him what he says. Pay very good attention, because he knows that I am cracking his code even before he come online. I am cracking his code. He knows I have his facts and figures. That is it. That is the reason why you see him now playing a defensive game. Let's continue. Pay attention to the video. Pay attention, because while he is doing it, because you know why? There is something about this guy. He is clever, but he's not smart. Let me tell you what you are going to hear next. He is clever but not smart. Why did I say so? If you watch him, he knows that his people, his gullible people, are following him because he's been telling them he will kill politicians, he will kill military, he will kill all of them, he will do this, he will do that. Now, for them, because he want to continue to be like that so that they don't leave him, while he is trying to play a protective game here, he is also trying not to make his followers leave him. Pay attention to find out. Pay attention to find out.
Of this, we have said that no election will take place in Biafra land. And this is a task that every Biafra must do. We must make sure that the no election in Biafra land is enforced. Completely enforced. It does not matter what it is going to take us. Our enemies are those who carry gun and kill us. Those are our enemies. So anybody that is carrying gun to kill us, we are going to deal with you.
How?
We are already out to fight back. We are fighting those who carry gun to kill us.
Okay.
Believe me. Biafrans are now out with arms to fight back.
Okay.
And we are going to fight. We will fight back until international community will talk about it.
Okay.
And we are going to tell them, give account of how Biafrans have been slaughtered in Nigeria.
Okay.
So if you see where Biafrans are fighting back, make sure you stay safe. I am telling you. It is not, we are not hiding. It is now a liberation time. And we are fighting back. You know, as we struggle for self-defense to defend our land. Now, everything that is going to be happening, Biafra people must make sure they know the rule of engagement. Don't harm those who don't harm you. Don't harm anybody who don't harm you. Don't harm people who are vulnerable. Do not harm anybody who don't harm you. We are going after those who are killing us.
And who are those killing you? Politicians or who?
And that is exactly how it is going to be happening until Biafra come next year. Now, I want you to understand something. A few days ago, we came and we told you about the United Kingdom Labour Party involvement in killing of Biafrans, millions of Biafrans during the war. Today, another information came out from the UK declassified about how Mandela appealed to the United Kingdom to sanction Nigeria oil because of the killing or execution of environmental activists, of which all of you know, Ken Saro-Wiwa. All of them, those who were executed and killed by the Fulani military government. We can never forget that. A lot of impunity has been committed against Biafra people, and we can never forget. We told them, this generation of Biafra, we are on a revenge mission. We are going to revenge the death of over 3 million Biafrans. I am telling you the fact. There is no military aircraft that is going to stop this earthquake from hitting Nigeria.
Okay. Biafrans. He said that he is on a revenge mission. Those that have killed our people, that they are going to kill them back. So those that killed your people is in Igbo-speaking Biafra nation. Now, this will now bring us to how they quoted what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said. Out of context. You will remember that these are the same people who said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, anytime you look for him, you don't find him, that you should burn down the zoo. What this guy and his cohort did is to tell you that it is to burn down Biafra land. It is to start enforcing it at home. It is to start taking money from market women. Now, that is how he is now using the same quoted words to tell you what he's telling you. Burn down the zoo. Now, the zoo he is talking about is Igbo land. The people that killed our people, according to him now, is in Igbo land. 5 states in Igbo land. Because have you ever heard that autopilot cross Asaba, cross Bini? Have you ever heard that autopilot went to cross Abiokute? Talk more of going to Abuja. Have you ever heard that autopilot is in Abuja? Did you ever hear that? Or in northern Nigeria? No, he is limited to Igbo land. He is limited to Igbo land. And he is telling you he is going to kill those who kill our people during Biafra War. Those who kill our people during Biafra War, we know them. We know where they are. We know that Britain is the sponsor. So, if he could tell you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say if you look for him and you don't find him, burn down the zoo. Even though we have looked for him, we found him in DSS dungeon. He continued to claim burn down the zoo. And the zoo he's talking about is Biafra land, 5-state Igbo. Igbo speaking Biafra land. That is the zoo. What is the reason why Asare Dokubo say that he is no longer Igbo? That is no longer Igbo. What is the reason why Asare Dokubo is showing you gun? Is showing you gun in the last exposition I made. Let me actually bring it. What is the reason why? What was his reason for showing you gun and telling you that he's water? Asare Dokubo. Because they are on the same agenda. They have
all this
agenda.
equipment. Good evening. I'm not interested.
They are having the same agenda. So you will ask this guy who is talking about revenging those who kill our people. Who are those? Are they in Igbo-speaking Biafra land? The answer is no. Who are those that was killed more? Is more in Igbo-speaking Biafra land. So now, all these people, all this mayhem, all this infliction of pain, poverty on our market women, on people who are doing menial jobs to survive, all of them, are they the ones who kill our people during Biafra War? The answer is no. So what are you doing? What are you doing? The answer is that he does not know what he's doing. He is contracted to disorganize Igbo-speaking Biafrans and make them lose hope on this Biafra fight. Because what he is telling you here now does not make sense. If it makes sense to you, now listen to Asare Dokubo here.
I don't want to be a party to anything concerning that contract. That was the issue of the contract. Abuse me, you can't abuse me. Me, you can't do anything. If you come, I go pursue on now. Me not Tinubu Adeo. Inshallah, Ta'ala, Tinubu go win this election. Obi 37 no go take. Obi 30. So when on our goes and I sabi abuse people, me, I go abuse you. I go chase you. I go look for you. Anywhere I see you, I go catch you. Come to talk, we talk from the position of authority. From the position of authority. It is very, very wrong for us. When we think we can shout people, when we think we can shout people down, we can run people, walaikum salam. People cannot share their opinion. People cannot hear their opinion. People cannot talk about your candidate. You have been abusing Tinubu all this, even till today. But when we come out to talk about your candidate, you go haywire, wearing a velvet gown covered with gold. Take this agreement. Then we started noticing small incidents. We ride the boat to Abuja. Our people were being kidnapped until finally. The Calabar man, that is the Calabar man. Do you know that roots that you talk to me? You don't know that people own this Calabar? Each of this one, we fought for it. If you don't know, you are law abiding of where? Which law are you abiding? That Anambra State had lost several millions of dollars? Always lie. So how man go stand now? He say, why are you stand without God? I beg, most can I live on a matter now. You talk of these things, you abuse people, campaign for your candidate, do whatever you want to do for your people. As life first class. Me, as life first class. I don't be like you.
I'm actually looking for where he denounced being an Igbo anymore. That is the part where he talked about, where you will now join it. Where he said that Igbo people, they are the ones doing all sort of crime that Igbo people, for you to know, if you go back there, you will listen to it. So I'm actually trying to locate that path, unfortunately. But I want you to know that the Igbo speaking Biafra is their target. It is their target.
Eugene Briggs, who born you for?
Okay, let's hear if it's here.
Who are you in Calabar land? Who is your father? You are a law-abiding Calabar man. Approached these people. They approached all the security agencies, and they all agreed, including the army. And when this kidnapping started, immediately we go out to the road to do something. The man, that is the time the man will send his men. After withdrawing his men, after the attack on Iknon, he will be based in Obama. Approached all the youth leaders in the south, then covered with gold. We know they give chichi, but then they go back chichi.
Okay, I can't trace it, and it's taking so long. I cannot trace it, but if you go back to that video, if you have time, you listen to it. You will hear where he got so mad. Somebody commented on that comment section, because the only thing that is making these people, is actually making you to find out what they are planning. It's when you frustrate them. When you frustrate them, they start confessing. Just like this guy, he knows that if he move ahead to tell you exactly, that this constructive plan he has, if he continue to be constructive without giving you a hint, that you will leave him. And that is what he fears the most. People leaving him. So that is the reason why he has to come and tell you that they will kill everybody who killed our people in 1967. And who are they? Where are they? Is IFEANYI part of it? I am asking this politician contrived autopilot. Is this politicians part of it? So continue to listen to him. There is something he said. I don't know if it. Okay, but if he doesn't come here, I'm going to bring the beginning of this video.
We told them that the day we are going to march, then we know that they have been attacking wrong people. The day we are going to march, they are going to ask, where are these people from? The day we are going to march, you will know how prepared we are. You know, one thing is that, you see, when you listen to, when you look at all these criminals who are now shouting one Nigeria against what Mazi Nnamdi have done, against those who have paid with their lives in this struggle. Even when some of us were still one Nigeria. When you look at them today, they tell you, how is it possible that this guy is coming to deceive Biafra, that Biafra will come next year? Because these are illiterates. These are people who don't have strategy.
Wow. Wow.
I listened to one of them.
Strategic man.
You know one thing is that one of the one they call
Listen. Okay.
The one they call Rabachas. Rabachas has spoken to me only once.
Now,
in this,
you will understand. He claimed that he has spoken to many of them, and the one they call Rabbi Charles. Remember, Rabbi Charles is among them. These are Idu people. Among them, all of them. You know, like I told you, that they have been fighting inside. Fighting each other. They just learn not to bring their fight outside anymore. They will now bring it outside. They've been fighting each other. We are still going back to what we were looking for. Now, because there is a place he talked about, they are banning siren in this program. But looks like this one, I got it from Facebook. They cut out the beginning. They are banning siren in Biafra land. That the banning of siren in Biafra land still stands. That's what he said, that the banning of siren in Biafra land still stands. Now, do you know how? Because IFEANYI was going with his convoy and siren. They wanted to kill him. So that is now going to bring you to that investigation, that the banning of siren in Biafra land still stands. You know, because the more people are talking, the more you will now start understanding where your investigation, which angle or area is going to be touching on. Now, we are going to look for it. While this one is playing, he is debunking his people, Idu people, Rabbi Charles, all these people who supported him, who placed him in front, as they started fighting for money, they now started fighting each other. That is exactly the case. Pay attention. We are going somewhere.
Who struggle only once. What he does now is to go from one person to another, gossiping about Simon Ekpa. That Simon Ekpa don't have plan for Biafra. And one thing he don't know is that there is nothing he have discussed with anybody that I don't have it.
Okay.
You see, when I say even your wife will send me your audio, they don't even believe me. They don't understand. They don't understand. And I know he is listening to me. He probably going to be shocked. Everybody Rabbi Charles has talked to, I have every information. So maybe after this comment this night, he will stop gossiping with Simon Ekpa. I listened to him. Some of his conversation with people. I shake my head. A man who have never spoken with me only once. And when after speaking with me, he ran for his life. He ran away. He never did again. But you know, when those saga was going on, they said Rabbi Charles is talking with me. They said Rabbi Charles is giving me information and all that.
Wow. They said
Rabbi Charles never spoke with me for once, until only one time he spoke with me. And he wanted to start giving me information.
Wow. Information. Which information?
The one you get
And when
from
you
where?
listen to him talking to
From
people,
Liverpool.
oh, Simon Ekpa doesn't have any plan. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out,
Of course,
he
you
will
don't
shoot
have any
Simon Ekpa.
plan.
He will do this and do that.
Did you hear that?
You know, before I pick
Did you
on
hear
somebody, you know that my ear is already full.
Did you hear that? He claimed that they say if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will shoot Simon Ekpa. And of course, me and you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a killer of anybody. He is a lover of his people. So, what this message is talking rubbish here, telling you that they say if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will shoot Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa, you know, all this stupid narrative you are trying to play constructively. You and your criminal gangs that he claimed that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will shoot Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a shooter. He's a killer. I want you to know the type of message he is sending. The type of message he is using style to send. Fight with your fellow criminal who is fighting you. Remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of your mouth, because he is not and will never be involved with the criminal activities that you people are doing, including that your Rabbi Charles, because they are the people who brought you here. They are the people who gave you the wings to fly. All of them now, they are now against you because you run too much speed. You run too much speed. They believe that they will bring you to use you to hijack the struggle. They don't know that you are already planning to hijack the struggle before they start bringing you close. They don't know that you have the plans they have, even more than them. They just realized that is exactly as a result of what is going on. Now let us continue. You will continue to expose yourselves one after another.
I don't pick on people very easily. But I have just given him a tip of the iceberg. He can continue to gossip with my name. He claimed he is the royal father of Ihala. He claimed he owned the entire Ihala. And all the people that they are giving a chieftaincy in Ihala, it is him and his family that is crowning everybody in Ihala. Simon Ekpa is a nobody. Well, you can be crowning people in Ihala, but you're not crowning people in Biafra struggle. So I am not Anwan Atata. When you look down, I will surprise you. And I know this comment I'm making on Rabbi Charles today will shock him. I have passed the stage of looking at those that we have left behind. The reason why I'm making this comment is to warn Rabbi Charles. The very last time you are going to gossip with my name. It doesn't matter what you think you are and what you think you are doing. You put it on.
Rabbi Charles, you don't hear now. Rabbi Charles or Rabbit Charles, you don't hear now.
So this is going to be the last time I will warn you, Rabbi Charles.
Rabbi Charles, or Rabbit Charles. Rabbi Charles, how ga bangu film. Those film you feel in unu ga bangu DOS. Ebelima in Finland bangu gia. He will use propaganda and mess you up. Join it with some truth of you trying to hijack the struggle. And he will use it and mess you up. Because he knows that all of you are in this together.
Right from the beginning, all of you who started, as you started playing blame game from the beginning, it is canon takano. No, it is not canon. It is tomorrow it is Nelly, and Nelly is going to confess. The other day, another one is another person. All of them, it was he said that it was DOS who kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is now the one who is in front. There is somebody whom they have claimed now that is the one who kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Who is that? I have forgotten this person. Who is the next in line? 7 days has come and gone. No, Nelly didn't confess. Nelly who kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, according to their native doctor. Our people, I will be asking and I will keep asking, who did this to you guys? Let's hear his final talk about Rabbi Charles before we go.
It is not me that you can talk about and gossip with my name. I have always told everybody, if you want to face Simon Ekpa, you ask questions first. Because when I will start, I will surprise you.
Wow. Wow.
When I will do my own, I will surprise you. And I don't miss target.
Oh, is that so?
So Rabbi Charles, this evening is the last time I will talk about you.
Okay.
Stop gossiping with my name.
He does not miss target. Once you expose his truth, he does not miss target. That's what he said. He does not miss target. Okay. So, when he cook his own lies, he does not miss target. Okay. Okay. Of course, he chose those that he will talk to like that. He chose those he will talk to like that. Those that he knows that they don't have anything to offer. Those are the ones he will choose to talk to like that. Those empty vessels, he will choose to talk to them like that. I don't know if even where that coward is called Rabbi Charles, where he is today. The rabbi. You have heard now. The person, the evil that you groomed is now threatening you, Rabbi Charles. The evil that you groomed is now threatening you. Did you ever hear Belima threaten me? They know born and well. Because you groomed him. You people wanted to support him. The DOE. Have you forgotten? These are the DOE, Department of Emissaries. I can't Simon Ekpa. Now that evil you groom, now you want to put in front of the chair to replace Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He's threatening you now. Opugeze. Let us continue.
Whatever that is facing you, I do not know who you are. I don't want to know you, and I don't care to know you. But let me tell you that if I remember you, you will regret ever engaging me in the secret.
Wow. Wow. Why are you talking about those engaging you in the secret? Why are you talk about those who are engaging you in physical? Talk about those who have your datas. Talk about this 1 billion naira you want to collect from Andoba to the boycott Anambra state election. Talk about it. Why are you talking about those who are engaging you in secret? Because need to go no Rabbi Charles and Anto. No worry for in fact, oh just rabbit go. Let us continue. Let us continue.
Handle your own case. You live in a house of £2 million, but you can't bring money to support Biafra. You live in a house of £100 million, but you can't bring shishi to support Mazen and Biafra. You know. So I want you to just mind your business from tonight. From tonight. I don't want twice. This is the first time I'm warning you, and this will be the last time.
Oh. Because if you
I want you all to understand what is going on.
If you don't pay attention to this warning, Rabbit Charles, the data of how you also were involved in all this shenanigans that you people created will come out. That Rabbit Charles, are you scared? That is the highest thing he will do. The highest thing he will do, he will say that you sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and you want to bring him, you people want to put him in front, you Nelly and Oyibo and Bridget and all that. So are you scared? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You need to come out and say your own story. If you are you not a man, how can this Finland base, someone hiding in Finland be threatening you like that? Rabbi Charles, upon you are rabbi. Are you no longer rabbi? Rabbi. The evil that man groom will always come back hunting them. You say that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is your problem. DOS is your problem. You become a mystery. Okay, we are watching. We are watching. You will begin to understand from Nelly, Oyibo, Bridget, all of them, Charles, and the Bomo boy, all of them as they gathered against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, gathered against the structure, his legacy, to hijack it, to steal it, gathered against the ESN. All of them now are gathering against each other. Conflict of interest. Those are people who unite in one consent. Remember from the beginning, they united in one consent. Let us eliminate this structure to make sure that it is no longer in the membranes, to make sure it is no longer in existence, that we may hijack this struggle and rubbish Nnamdi Kanu and leave him to die in the DSS dungeon. Today, they did not succeed. All of them are fighting, threatening each other. Even they have brought it to the open because these things cannot be sorted out in secret. Let's continue.
In the struggle, some people are only here when they feel that they are no longer relevant. They will now go into distraction. Gossiping like women.
Wow.
I do not know what Simon Ekpa, have done to some of them.
You do not know what Simon Ekpa have done to some of them. There is an adage that says that I'm going to use this adage. And that's in Onya tool, which means no full animal window be me fed in isigi. So if I tell you an adage and explain it to you, it means that you are a mixed blood. The bride price paid on your mother is for nothing. The bride price they pay for your mother is for nothing. That is exactly what it means. That Onya Tulinu Kowal Man. So that is the same adage. I want to now, bring it to you. I want to bring it to you. How will I put it that you may understand it properly? He is now, they are somebody who go to the market. Or let me use those of you, because those of you who are outside the zoo are more foolish than the people that are in the zoo now. So let me use something that you are familiar with. You went to, you went to shopping center. Those of you in the United States, you went to Walmart, you fought. You went to maybe Macro, you fought. You went to what do I say? Where is this? All these shops. You went to 4 different shops. You fought. Only you fighting. Each and every place you go, you fight. Each and every place you go, you fight. And you now begin to, there is a time of judgment. Who is looking for trouble? Was it you looking for trouble, or was it those places or those people you meet in all these malls or shopping centers that you go? Are they the people looking for your trouble, or are you the person looking for their trouble? Each and every marketplace, you go to a Ike marketplace, you fight. You go to Afo, you fight. You go to Nko, you fight. You go to Oye, you fight. Are you the one looking for their trouble, or are they the ones looking for your trouble? Everywhere you go, you fight. Simon Eba, you fight. Anybody you work with, you fight with them. And yet, people are not reading the handwriting on the wall. Or go and achonda fioku konda na jogo. Onya toli unu kowal man ege junum mia nani. That is how I am going to put it. So, for you to understand it better. So let's continue. Just one moment.
The stage we are now is the stage of seriousness. The stage of seriousness. The stage where everybody will focus at the arsenal against the Nigerian state that have, enslaved our people. But I'm not the one you are going to use and shine. Ano manahate ata. Isi emunite. Abo me say. You get sigida before you cannot eat my meat.
Oh. Now
that is not why I'm here this evening. I have done a lot of gossiping. Now we go straight to the point. The other day I was exposing how the British Labour Party sponsored the killing of Biafra people, and how they now ask people to do the same through political process. And this evening, I've come to tell you that we don't have enemy. We don't regard our politicians from Biafra land as enemy. Even people is not our enemy. The only thing we are doing against P2B is to stop the distraction that he is bringing to the Biafra liberation. That's all. Nobody is our enemy from tonight.
Okay.
And so I want you all to listen to this.
I hope you heard that. That is how it is. It is very, very open. I don't need to actually explain it to you because you heard it. This is the same person. Okay, let's listen. Oh, this was the. Let me move it a bit because I have done this exposition.
And Prince AG, you are right. It's the women gossip. That is the fact.
Says, you say what, Governor?
Nigeria. Make Nigeria a better country. Contributed to the failing and the certificate. Okay?
Now,
I don't know how.
Let us hear it from here because I did that exposition already before. So you are familiar with that video he was playing. So let's continue.
Your secondary school certificate will now become the person that knows about GDP. Are you not aware that P2B submitted ordinary certificate?
Okay, now this brings it to the same place where I told you that this guy is working with Asare Dokubo. Remember that Asare Dokubo said that P2B submitted school certificate. WAEC. That P2B submitted WAEC. That is the same thing Ekperima is saying today. Or do you want to? Let's actually look for it in that Asare Dokubo's video. Now you have given me a reason to go back to that video of Asare Dokubo and look for it because I don't want it to just go by like that. It is very important. Let me bring it and look for it.
Tinubu no get certificate. Obi, do you know Obi? If there is any body that can be called corruption in Nigeria, a corrupt person, the Babam corruption is Obi in all ramifications. If I tell you what I know about Obi, only fools will never go near him. Only fools will go near him. If I tell you waiting I see for Obi, waiting I know about Obi, I no start to know Obi today. So when on our goes on our sabi abuse people, me, I go abuse you, I go chase you, I go look for you. Anywhere I see you, I go catch you. $2 million man march in a stadium of that, in a stadium. People name, you have been saying that Tinubu does not have certificate. You are man, now why are you submit?
Okay. Now I submit. Now you hear where Ekperima is taking his own from. Now let's listen to Ekperima again for you to see where he's taking his own from. Let's listen.
GDP. Are you not aware that P2B submitted ordinary certificate? And he is not admitting to you that Nigeria is a failed state. And that the failed to deliver to the people, failed to contributed, and he is not admitting and become the person that knows about GDP.
Okay.
have failed.
Pay attention.
And that is why we are where we are today. The same Peter Obi, who also contributed to the failing and the collapse of Nigeria, is now telling you about how he is going to, change Nigeria to become a London. Peter Obi submitted ordinary certificate, secondary school certificate. Okay?
Did you hear that?
I don't know how a secondary school certificate will now become the person that knows about GDP.
Okay. Now you are paying attention. Did you hear that? The same Asare Dokubo. Are you now hearing whom they are? Okay, now it is now an evidence that they are going back to APC again. Because Asare Dokubo told you he's supporting Tinubu. Now hear it again from Asare. Hear it. Hear it.
People name. You have been saying that Tinubu does not have certificate. Your man, now why is lying from me?
Did you hear that?
OP, now why is from me?
Okay.
Tinubu no get certificate. He no get certificate.
Okay. Did you hear it? That is it. When I continue to tell you that this guy is working with Asare Dokubo Wazurike, among others, you will not understand it. Are you picking up something here now? You are picking it up. That's the way it is. You will never get anything better. Simon, welcome to the program. You have arrived. Okay, welcome. Welcome to the program. I see you. Welcome. And relax and listen to the gospel. Relax and listen to the gospel. As I am preaching this gospel to you, relax and listen to the gospel. Now, I want you to now understand it as it is unfolding. It is an evidence. It is an evidence. Where did you hear it first time? Asare Dokubo. Second time, Simon Eba. That's the way it is. So let us continue. Let us continue, because whichever bridge we come, we cross it, we analyze it, we state the fact behind it, we cross it, we continue.
Are you not aware that P2B submitted ordinary certificate? And he is now admitting to you that Nigeria is a failed state, and that the entire leader, including himself, P2B, contributed to the failing of Nigeria. But today, he is telling you, deceiving you, that he is going to make Nigeria a better country. No, let us go back and listen to it, because sometimes we need to do something again and again. Let us listen to it.
So all of you who are supporting autopilot, remember that you are supporting Asare Dokubo. If you are with autopilot, you are supporting Asare Dokubo, who claim he smoke your leader out. I hope you understand it and you are paying attention to it. So let us move a little bit.
To save money, and Anambra don't have hospital. To save money, what does it benefit? To save money, why? Why you save money and Anambra people do not have amenities? They do not have social services. That is not insurance scam. Now, I want you people to understand that if you save money instead of solving the problem, no security, no healthcare system, and when you talk about hacking, by the Britain that never wanted any. Moment. Knows that he cannot change Nigeria against Nigeria after it executed environmentalists. All the 2020.
Okay.
It happens again.
We are going to leave this one here. We are going to leave it here. Let us leave it here. There is something I was looking for there. I believe it's not there. It is not in that video. So let me try to look for it in the next video, because I believe there is what we were looking for. So we are done also with Asare Dokubo. Of course, you have seen I have connected the dots there and you have seen it. So now let me see if I will pick it up on YouTube side. Just one moment. There is a particular something I'm looking for.
Thank you for joining me. This is going to be very brief.
I am looking for here. Once I get it, we move to the next chapter. Well, it does not have a voice. So, since we didn't find it, I want you to know there is a place he talked about the banning of siren in Biafra land. And that is where you will now understand what happened to IFEANYI UBA'S convoy. Claim that there will be no longer siren in Biafra land. That's exactly what happened to IFEANYI UBA'S convoy, because he claimed that he has banned siren in Biafra land. So, like I have said it and I have said it again, the activities of this autopilot, it is to continue to destabilize Biafra land, to desecrate Biafra land, Igbo-speaking Biafra land, so that people will begin to give up on the quest for the restoration of Biafra from the Igbo extraction, which he knows that it is not possible. That these people, they want Biafra more than every other person. They want Biafra more than every other person. Now, let me see those things that was. Thank you very much for this compilation. Now, let us go back to the previous exposition. This guy in Liverpool family that I told you his name is Ernest Opabia. Like I told you, I was also compiling, while doing this exposition, I was also compiling the list of his Twitter accounts that is using to attack the leadership. Now, I want you to pay attention. In fact, I want you to bring pen and paper. While I am calling it, you will be writing it down
so that you will also check them out. You will also check them out. Now, Nzubechukwu Simeon is the one I showed you. It is the Twitter page that this criminal who is claiming that he is still the member of the family is using. There is another one called I am Ume Oji Ofonia. Ume Oji Ofonia. There is another one called Olachi. Olachi. There is another one called Wanyoma. These are fake Twitter accounts. There is another one called Ikpoki News. Ikpoki_news. Ikpoki_news. That is a Twitter page, a fake Twitter page. There is another one called Ebuka Indaboski. Ebuka Indaboski. There is another one called Ernestins. Ernestins. Now, that one that is called Ernestins is the one that will, although you don't need to know, it is not necessary. There is another one called ED at Ernestins. There is another one called Nelson Splendid. There is another one called Biafra Blogs 1. There are still many of them, but follow these ones. I want you to follow the activities to understand exactly what he is using them for. This Twitter account belongs to one person. His name is Ernest Obabi. Ernest Obabi. This Twitter account belongs to him. He is in the financial department in the Liverpool, because when I found out all those things, I had to make more findings to know exactly. Because when I ask you, if I am not sure of where you are covering, I must make sure, because when we actually bring it so that our people will know where you are, we know how you are pretending to be one of them. That is exactly now what we are doing. He also changed his name to Njoku, after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Just like Berima did change his name to Njoku after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. The same Ernest Obabi that I am talking about. And the same applies to these principal officers, the officers in that Liverpool, and some of them in that United Kingdom. I want those that are the gatekeepers to pay attention to all of those people, because these are ndị ọkwọm na azụmụkwụ m na-akpụ na nnụnụ nọ n'ụlọ wee gwa nnụnụ nọ n'ezi na azụ dị na ngịga, oke nọ n'ụlọ gwara oke nọ n'ezi na azụ dị na ngịga. And in all these zones, if they should start doing what they do, stop discussing about the progress of IPOB in the zonal level. It is actually very, very important. It is actually very, very important, because there are a lot of pretenders. And this same person, Ernest Obabi,
He's been writing a lot of junks about somebody called, what is his name? Ohagi. Somebody called Ohagi. He's been writing a lot of junk about somebody that is called Ohagi. Ohaji. Is it Ohaji or Haji? Yes. Ohaji. He's a writer. This guy has been writing a lot of junk about you, Ohaji. Pay attention to that guy. That guy is a criminal. So, as I said, I have brought it the way it is. And this is how it is. Pay attention to your enemy. Keep them very close. And the reason why we are doing what we are doing, it is because we do reality check. We present those perspectives you saw. We present the true meaning of them right in front of you, because those perspectives, you call them the truth. We present the true meaning of them. That is the reason why we come back to do this analysis. And all these things that Simon said about your politicians, you should pay very good attention to him, because you have given him enough money to support those armed struggle that he claimed that is uniting with Biafra, to use them, because he does not have the capacity to create his own, to use them to continue to cause mayhem for our people to say, if it is this type of Biafra, we are not joining. But I am calling on our people, both home and away, both those who are actually very, very formidable to the cause and very, very present in every activities of this cause, that autopilot are the infiltrators. And I'm also calling on those international bodies who are labeling IPOB, placing them next to terrorists. The terrorists we are talking about is the autopilot that you people placed in the media, led by one Mr. Simon in Finland, who claimed that he's a military in Finland, who claimed that he's a lawyer in Finland, who claimed that he does many things, and we discovered that so many of his claim is act of pretense. In order to use those positions to manipulate our people, steal from them, he is committing theft in a false pretense. So, this is the same person. And all of these people, media propaganda, pushing that every activities of these infiltrators placed by, the agendists, by politicians who practice partisan politics, because when you hear him talking about one particular politician, you should know it does not matter, because Nigeria, the highest bidder gets it all. That is exactly how it plays in Nigeria. IPOB, we are prepared to save our people. We are working tirelessly to make sure that the life of our people are safe, to make life meaningful for them, to make life worth living for them. That is exactly what we are doing. That anybody who will come to tell you otherwise, you should know and understand that that person is indeed an infiltrator. And those who push propaganda in the media, Nigeria, media propaganda, everything, you tie it on IPOB. IPOB, we are peaceful, loving people. We are disciplined movement. When we begin to go into the struggle, you don't need your news to tell the world that we have gone into struggle. We will tell you that we are going into struggle. That is IPOB for you. So we are still peaceful because we are like a snake. You know, a snake will try to kill its prey before it will swallow it. It will kill its prey before it will swallow it. We give you a very long rope. We are proving to you that we want freedom through peace, that we want freedom through negotiation, that we are ready to talk. That the fact that you are not ready to talk to us does not make us your enemy. But by the time we go into this full action, we will announce it to the world that we are now in a liberation phase. And it might lead to anything. Now we are still peace-loving people. We are still trying to avoid casualties. We are still doing it in peace to make sure that we, the snakes, we warned you. We actually stretch it before we begin to swallow. It is an adage that not so many of you might understand it. We give you a long rope. We give you evidence. We build our evidence rather that we are going to use for you, against you, in any time that you call upon us, because we cannot continue to be peaceful for a very long time. We are running out of time. We need our freedom. That is how it is. But for now, we are still peaceful. And we are not politicians. We are not politicians. Do not tag us with any politicians. Peter Obi and his activities, he is on his own. We are not interfering in their activities. All we want is Biafra. We are not in support of his activities. All we want is Biafra. And all of you who are leaving behind the legacy of this Biafra movement to go and start talking about obedient movement. I want you to remember, obedient will not give you freedom. Obedient will not give you a better Nigeria, because the Nigeria that is created is not created to have a better Nigeria. The Nigeria you see today is not built to have a better Nigeria. It is built to remain like this, going from bad to worse. The more the day breaks, Nigeria go from bad to worse. That is the Nigeria that is implemented, that was created by Britain. You begin to ask yourself, have you wondered why the amalgamation took place? The amalgamation took place so that you will have a bad Nigeria. The amalgamation took place so that you will be fighting each other. That is the reason why they know that if they allow Biafra to go, allow Oduduwa to go, and let everybody manage their own things, let everybody be on their own, then you now have a bilateral relationship, or you have multilateral relationship, and you will go in peace. But because they know that if you separate, it will make your life better. That is the reason why they are not ready to allow us to go. If Biafra have to go today, it will make the life of everybody in that Nigeria better. If Biafra go on their own, Oduduwa go, Arewa go, the way Chukwokika Abiyama created it, believe you me, your life will remain better. You that is clamoring for one Nigeria, because one Nigeria does not mean well for anybody. Not for you, not for your parents, not for your unborn generation. One Nigeria will never mean well for you, because Peter Obi that is telling you he will fix Nigeria, he is bluffing. He knows that he's bluffing. He cannot do anything. None of them will. Absolutely none will do anything. But our own is that we are not going to interfere. They are ignorant. We are not going to interfere in their ignorance. Let them to continue to wallow in their ignorance, because they will give us a reason to go into liberation movement. And that is that same thing we are waiting for come 2023. We are waiting for it. After 2023, they will give us that, what we call a reason, a justifiable reason to go into liberation. And that is the reason why that is what the enemy is seeing and claiming they will give you Biafra come 2023. We still have a long way to go, Biafrans. If I tell you that Biafra is coming tomorrow, that is a lie. We have a long way to go. There are many things we need to do. You know, there is, we need to realize first how much we need to love each other. We need to realize first how much we need to stand in one accord, that nobody will come from anywhere to divide us, just like the infiltrators are doing today. Because they divided us. And they divided you, united you stand, they divided you fall. That is the reason why they brought the infiltrators to divide us. That so many of you who are supposed to know what is going on, I will be in the comment section writing junk against your savior, and you will not know about it. So we still need to, this is a lesson. This is a phase that we must go through. The phase of knowing your enemy, knowing how they actually engage, knowing when they engage, knowing what to do when they engage. And that is the phase where we are today. So don't lose sight of that phase. And we will continue to navigate this phase, continue to educate you in this phase. And we will continue to do that until Biafra comes. Phase by phase. We go step by step. When you realize that there could be an infiltrator, even in our nation building. Now, let me give you a very big, let me give you a very important lesson here. Do you know that the nations, especially African nations, that are being sabotaged by the biggies, the world biggies, how do they sabotage them? They create a faction. They create infiltrator. When you are a president, they will create another cabal that will continue to make sure that your presidency does not yield any positive fruit, is not in favor of anybody. That is how they do it. That is the reason why they want to try it in Biafra struggle. And don't think that when you are seeing it here, that it is the last place you are going to see it, that it will be in our struggle. In our nation building, you are going to see infiltrators. You are going to see them when our nation building will proceed, because they will want to make sure that who goes into the power, they will never do anything to thrive. They will continue to destabilize them. Just like that those important generators in the zoo are destabilizing your energy, your power, your electricity. Those who are important generator, they are destabilizing your electricity. Those are the things that we will have zero tolerance with. You find out that the chairman of NEPA might be a generator importer. So how is he going to switch on the light and make it to be there steady? Because he will not sell his generator. So this is how they will continue to bring these cabals, this sabotage, these infiltrators. They will use somebody you believe that you and him are standing in one, you are walking towards one direction. You will not know that they have changed his direction and he will continue to mislead you. Just like the autopilot is misleading so many of you today. So, all these things, we are learning how to navigate them. Don't see it as a setback, see it as a lesson. How we will be able to navigate these things when we found them in our nation building. Because I can assure you, in our nation building, you will find things that are worse than this. You will find that somebody you call a president or somebody you call a minister who is devoted to do a good job in their position, somebody will wake up and threaten them. You cannot do this. Don't act like you want to take the work of this, or if you are a police, they will tell you want to take the work of this police upon yourself. Now you want to take the work of police upon yourself, which means you want to die. And the next thing, they start sending you threats. They will start telling you, I know where your child will go to school. They will start telling you, I know where you live. This is how they sabotage positions in leadership in Africa. And who are driving these narratives? It is those who created you. It is those who established you. It is those who colonized you. They implemented all these things using your own people. Now, and while they are at it, they will be sending messages to say that black people hate each other so much. If you are to ask a very simple question, do you think that black people hate themselves more than white people hate themselves? What will you say? In this world, if you want to do a reality check, black people and black people black on black people who love each other more than, more, white on white and black on black, who love each other more. Maybe those of you in comment section, you can actually answer it. Black on black and white on white, who love each other more? So that, because this is something that this question continue to come up, that so many people does not know the answer. Let me give you that answer. I know that so many people who are not Biafra, they also pay attention to this program, because they know that our program is educative, it is decolonizing, it is actually a freedom broadcast. So when you talk about those who love each other, black on black and white on white, who love each other the most, who care about each other, black on black and white on white, who love each other more? Let's see it on that comment section. Wow. Chidimma Chrissy, he said black people love each other more than white people. I love that. Black people love each other more than white people. I love that. And I will analyze it. That is your opinion. That is your opinion. Now, let us see if there is any opposition opinion in that regard. I want to see if there is any opposition opinion in that regard. Because Chidimma said that black people love each other more than white people love each other. Now, in analyzing it, I will tell you that Chidimma is 100% correct. She is 100% correct. Black people love each other more than every other race could love each other. And the reason why you are not seeing that love that black people have for each other, do you know why? The reason why you are not seeing it, it is because there is always a budget deficit amongst black nation. There is always budget deficit among black nation. Wherever you see black people, you see budget deficit. It is like this initiative of that people, okay, Biafra Igbo TV say white people love each other. Okay, I love that. I love that. That is your own opinion as well. Okay, there is, I love seeing different opinion, but now let me give you example, then you choose. In black life, black people are positioned to be lacking everything that they need. They are positioned that they must be lacking something. Leadership was stripped from them for a very long time in black lives. Leadership was stripped from them. Opportunities was taken away from black people for a very long time. Freedom was taken away from them for a very long time. Now, it is like when you see people throwing money on the street for you and you are fighting for it. Maybe you are 100 people. He is having maybe 200 naira into 10 naira, which is 200 naira into 10 naira is going to give you probably 20 10 naira, right? 10 naira into 20s, and you have 100 people to share it, and he throw it up. What do? You start fighting each other so that you will get one. The budget deficit amongst black make them fight each other. The things that they were deprived of for so many years make them fight each other. Now, opportunity that is inadequate make them fight each other. That is the reason why in there they tell you it is about survival of the fittest. Because it is survival of the fittest. That is the reason why they continue to appear as if they hate each other. Because most black people, they are very broke and they want to do everything to have money. Then you see somebody who is being broke and they start getting money small. You put them into a leadership position. What they are going to do, and they have seen that inside this leadership position, there is cabals. There are many people to service. There are many people, godfatherism, they practice. They decide to, enrich themselves. Instead of me going back to this poverty, let me enrich myself. It does not matter. I will not go back to poverty. The fear of a black man is going back to where they began. So that makes them to be desperate all the time. And when they are desperate, they are willing to push anybody out of the way to achieve what they want to achieve. That is the reason why it looks like black people are more mean to another black people. But that is not the case. Let's now bring the statistics together. I've given you the challenges of black man. The reason why it looks like they are fighting each other all the time. Black people, they kill themselves one. Right? White people, when they stand together, you should know that there is something that is threatening them within that vicinity. When you see white people, they love each other, they are acting like they love each other. You should know that they have a common enemy. They unite when they have a common enemy. That is what they do. These are the people who have everything surplus. They have never been oppressed. They have never been, given, inadequate opportunities. They have never been given something that is a, budget deficit. They have never experienced it. They always, get things done according to, for them, in their ways. Black people always struggle. So while they're struggling, they're now seeing each other. You can't take my position. If I see you around, I feel like you want to take my position. I will become insecure because that position is limited. Now, which brings it as if I hate you. It brings it as if I hate you. But now, how many nuclear weapons have black people built against themselves? All this nuclear weapon America is building, Britain build, Russia build, Israel, all of them, who are they going to use it on? On themselves, right? Is it not on themselves? All these bombs and all that, who are they going to use it on? On themselves. When Russia kill Ukraine, is it black against black? When America kill Russia, is it black against black? No, the answer is no. So if they could build a bomb to stop China, to stop Russia from becoming a world power, from rising above them, from gaining more territory more than them, and they know that this weapon they are building is going to actually kill millions at once. They create things like COVID-19 to kill millions at once. Black and white people who love each other more. Maybe you'll answer it better this time around. We are seen as the villain because we kill one. But those who kill in millions, COVID-19 came. It is a conspiracy of somebody. And it is not black people. It killed many white people as much as it killed black people. Black and white people who love each other more. It is up to you to answer. Because I am going to leave it here. Somebody said, Chidemma Chrissy say, on themselves or an African country that is that is trying to rise from their enslavement. There is no way they are going to use nuclear weapon on African country. It is a waste of time. They are not building nuclear weapon for African country because it is a waste of time. Thank you very much, Uchechi Adi. It is a waste of time. If they want to fight African people, do you know what they will do? They will just bring one to Okeno. One fighter jet on top of your country. They will level you. They don't need nuclear weapon to level you. You are not a threat, to them. You are not a threat because they have given you your position. And you are minding that position. You are not even trying to rise up from that position they have given you. So they know they are building it for themselves. So who love each other the most? I don't think a black man will come up one day and say, let me build something virus that will kill so many people. Who doesn't even care whether he kills his mother or his child or anybody? I don't think there is any black person who will want to do it. Forget about what media tell you about black lives. Black people love themselves. It is only something that needs to be done. That is the reason why we want Biafra. When we have Biafra, we will make everything adequate for our people, that they will not see a reason to start fighting each other, that they will not see a reason to start killing each other. Because if you see what Biafra, what black people are killing for, it is all about for money, to eat, for ends meet. If they have a job, if you have a job that you know that if you have a criminal record, that you will lose that job, will you go and commit crime? A job that pays you well, and that job pays you well, and you know that if you eventually find a criminal record on your fingerprint Are you going to still remain in that job? The answer is no. Will you go and commit crime? The answer is no. It is those who does not have a means of livelihood that are available for committing crime. That is the reason why a wise man say an idle person is a devil's workshop. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. So they continue to keep your mind idle because there is nothing to do. They now call upon you, give you a gun. Go and be a terrorist. Go and do this. Go and do that. We want to prove, we want to bring out the love of black on black when Biafra comes. That is the reason why we will continue to fight. And we will continue to fight. All these things that they are presenting, calling us the villain, calling us the people who are, the evil people, painting Lucifer to be black, painting Jesus with a blue eyes to be white. Now, to tell you, to demonize you, we are going to change all that. All we need is Biafra. We will show the world how to live because we have counted our losses. We are going to count now our blessings. And we, in our nation building, we are going to be brutal against crime. Very brutal. For those who will believe that they will learn their crime from Nigeria, from zoo, we will separate the chaff amongst the wheat before we go into the holy land of Biafra. A chaff must be separated from the wheat before we go into the holy land of Biafra. That nation building will be the greatest among all because the nation building will be the most difficult one. But by the time we will finish, anybody that steps into the land of Biafra will know that there are people who God gave wisdom, who took part in this nation building. We will build it to the extent that everybody will be scared to commit crime. You are not scared to commit crime because when you commit crime, you will be hanged and killed. Because places where they hang people and kill them, people still commit crime there. You will be scared to commit crime because you will have everything that you will be scared to commit crime to lose them. Not because you don't have anything. They tell you if you commit crime, they hang you. You don't have it. You will say that I don't have anything. What do I stand to lose? You can't commit that crime. If you die, you die. You say take a risk and join millionaire. Because this is the adage they will continue to use for you. You take risk and join millionaire. It is not in Biafra land. Because we will give you opportunity that you will be scared of crime. Because crime will take that opportunity from you and now place you in a place where you will no longer see the light. It's not what anybody who has a good opportunity wants. It is only those who does not have any opportunity or significant lifestyle to live that will want to go there. There are many ways to kill a rat. There are many ways to enforce a law. There are many ways to bring security in a nation. But all these things, we will begin to implement them when we get our freedom. We will teach Africa how to live. And we will teach them how to run away from colonial agenda, which is ransacking the whole nation in Africa. Very, very important. It is only Biafra. Biafra will bring the light to the world. Like so many people, great people say, if you solve Nigeria problem, you solve Africa problem. Biafra is here to solve Africa problem. Biafra is here to solve Nigeria problem. If they will let us in. All we need, let us in. We will show you what we are made of. Until we meet again, make sure you stay safe and you shouldn't let go because Biafra is one step away. Biafra is one step away. you need to understand that Biafra is one step away, and we are not going back. We will continue to fight because our mission is to achieve the land of Elohim, to restore, rather, the land of Elohim, to restore the dignity of our people, of mankind in the face of this planet Earth. Biafra is a step away. Don't let go. Don't give up. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay informed. Bye-bye.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish, beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be a consecrated nation, oh fatherland, peace be our solemn place. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood, we will count our privilege. Now waving standard which emboldened thee free shall always be our flag of liberty.
I thought of Biafra freedom taking longer, and cause of that you tend to feel so low. I know our freedom is your greatest hunger. I thought of Biafra keeps your heart aglow. We will walk the line, this year that we've known with time. Gotta take it away. Just hold on and don't let go. Hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your fire is just a step away. Just hold on. Oh, hold on, do not let go. Just hold on and don't let go. Your fire is just a step away. Our history has never known no laughter. It's always been this red and black, no green. A nation of displaced yet hungry people. We shine a brighter light, the world will see. We will touch the skies and set up a throne on high and reign without God. Just hold on and don't let go. Hold on, do not let go. Just